This is our first ever episode of Cake and Tea with Jay and Zee.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. So we are finally here, guys, and we're here on this journey with you. There's going to be some exciting stuff over the next couple of weeks, months, years.
Oh, however long it goes on for.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's hoping. Let's hope it's a success.
Yeah. So we will be talking about many things on this channel. We will be talking about relationships.
We'll be talking about cake.
Of course, cake. We can't go wrong with that cake.
There's no meat in the house, and I opted for an easier life. So let's take this sort of right the way back as well. We'll take a step back just to say that when Zara went vegan, I was actually against it. I thought that this was going to make my life a little bit more hassle. I thought if I want to cook her a nice meal, I'm going to have to rethink something else. Actually, I was quite opposed to you going vegan at first. Of course, I would support you with whatever decision you wanted to make in your life. But I thought that, well, if you're going vegan, then how is this going to reflect on me?
But don't you worry, guys. My cooking talents soon persuaded you, didn't they?
Oh,
and you
God.
saw the array of foods which I cooked.
Amazing.
And I was also lactose intolerant, so I had to strip away the milk from my diet.
So what is lactose intolerant? Just for anybody who's listening right now, what is it to be intolerant to lactose?
That's a milk intolerance. So for me, it appeared in bloating. You go to the toilet a lot. You kind of, that's another poo joke.
Nice.
But, so I lived very much a vegetarian lifestyle, but with little bits of milk and more so vegan, plant-based. Occasionally, if you're hungover, you know what I mean, you might eat something which
KFC.
Never KFC. I hated KFC.
Oh, it's a chicken thing again.
Yeah, it's a chicken thing again. So my thing was more like the pastas or pizzas and things like that.
Yeah.
And fish, like I mentioned.
Wow, so what hangover foods were you eating then?
Salmon.
Ooh la la.
Did you know?
Oh, of course, classy lady. This is going to be good for her. Maybe she could just go pescatarian. Maybe she could go vegetarian, because at least then she'd be getting some form of cheese or protein or something like that. I was so worried about you doing this, and I was really
I didn't realise you were worried.
I was worried about you doing it. And I will also say as well, I was worried a little bit for me as well, because I thought, oh no, now I can't take you to my quote-unquote classy restaurant. So I thought that, I'm going to have to. And at the time when we were, when you first went vegan, I was very much aware that there weren't many sort of veggie vegan restaurants, or really sort of upmarket cool restaurants that perhaps we wanted to do, in places I could try and take to impress you at this time, because our relationship was still fairly new at this point. So you said that you were going to go and be vegan, and I thought, right, okay.
Vegan.
So many people.
Have you tried that vegan sausage roll?
Are you doing Boris?
Yeah.
Yes. I must say that I've tried this vegan sausage roll. Is this not bad? That was a really bad impression, by the way, of Boris Johnson. But anyway, so this thing seems to be working for her. And then you started cooking for me. And oh my God, the flavours, the food, it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. And I loved it. And better yet, my stomach liked it. My digestive system liked it. And now this brings me to why I went vegan. I didn't just do it for convenience, because Zee was cooking my food, and that's what was available for me at that time. And a little bit of it was for an easier life, but mainly at the time I was suffering with severe IBS. It's one of the things that I started when I first got into Instagram. I was an IBS blogger, which is, for people who don't know, irritable bowel syndrome. I suffered with IBS-D, which is irritable bowel syndrome diarrhea. I would basically, everything I used to eat would come out of me, let's say half an hour later. If I'm lucky, maybe 20 minutes, maybe even quicker than that sometimes.
5 minutes.
Oh,
come
geez.
on.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. So thanks for that. So
you're welcome. Yeah, and I think for me as well on my journey, it's kind of interlinked with spirituality, and I very much look at putting love within the food.
Yes.
And especially, unfortunately, in the society we live in the UK, sometimes the meat industry isn't loving. It's mass battery sort of farming.
It is.
And when you're talking about something which has got fear on the death, like on producing death or producing the meat, you're then transitioning that into your body. So what we do as a tackle of when we're not eating meat or when we're eating our food, we kind of put gratitude, we put love into it. And for me, going back to your can I eat bacon again, I just couldn't do that because of the principle of what the animal suffered and the ethics and the spirituality behind it. It just doesn't align with my body.
This is something that we really sort of feel quite strongly about, and this is basically what it comes down to. When me and Zee create food, we have the intention of putting a lot of love and flavour and happiness and joy into the food that we eat. But if we're eating something that has come to an abrupt end, you know, albeit you could be eating grass-fed, free range and whatever it is that you want to call it, there is still a bit of betrayal to that animal. This is the way of the future, guys. You know, I really do think that this is the way of the future. And if we are to have a future, I feel that we have to go this way. It's not a question of, for me, it's, do you miss steak and bacon and milkshakes, for instance?
Because I make it. I personally make the same flavours. Meat generally doesn't have the taste unless you season it with something. So bacon is only seasoned with a certain taste and flavour, but you can recreate that to have that fix. We make steaks, we make eggs, we make ribs, all sorts of things.
Well, this is another thing for us as well. We're not sitting around eating grass and seeds.
No,
you know?
Definitely not. That's not my style.
No,
I'm not knocking anyone who eats that way, but that's not my style.
No, we want junk food. We love junk food.
And I think our weight can tell us that.
Oh, jeez, yeah. After lockdown, we are. Once we get released again, we will. We'll be going out and exercise. When the sun comes out in the UK, we'll definitely be exercising.
Just one more week.
Yeah. We can just write off tomorrow and then we start again. It all starts again tomorrow.
There is amazing love and creation behind it. And some days it gets late and we're both like, should we just put something in the oven? But every time we sit down and just kind of take that 2-minute break. So what we do, it might be a bit cheesy, we do this meditation gratitude thing before every meal. So we sit down and we say, what are we thankful for? And we kind of bless the food in a way, in a non-religious way, but in a way of like, thank you for the nutrients you're coming in. Thank you for this goodness. We're thankful for the food we're taking in.
This takes a bit of discipline as well, doesn't it? Because we've like been cooking the food for an hour, sometimes an hour and a half.
It tastes so
then we
much,
take all the photos, and then we sit down and do a meditation. And there are sometimes where I'm like, just give me the damn food already. I just want to eat.
Or you're off the side picking at the leftovers. But every time we always sit down after we've eaten it and we're like, that was good. So worth it, wasn't it?
That was so
worth it. And I think that's the fun I have behind it. Just get creative, have fun. And if you've got any recommendations or suggestions of what we should talk about next time, please drop us a comment on Instagram. We're mainly on our Instagram platform, aren't we?
Absolutely.
So I'm at Flavours of Zee on Instagram, and you are?
And I am at We at One Life Coaching.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, please drop us a comment below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Absolutely, thank you, and thank you so much again for taking your time to listen to us. For everybody who's watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for taking the time to watch us as well. We really appreciate it, and we'll be looking forward to the next one where we've got so much more to talk about.
Definitely. Stay tuned, guys.
Thank you very much. All the very best.
Love and blessings.
Ciao.
Bye.
Okay,